The Maple Leafs have signed a few players, but according to reports, they're not done yet. Hello, my name is Nick Barton. I'm a hockey reporter from Toronto, and I have some news. I'm excited to announce that I've joined the Hockey News Toronto and Leafs coverage over at Sports Illustrated as a contributor. Now, in terms of the channel and everything else, nothing's going to change. I'm still going to make videos. I'm going to actually write for the Hockey News and Sports Illustrated, so that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be still covering the Marlies. Might get to cover the Leafs a little bit. We'll see. Development camp begins tomorrow, which is Monday, so I'll be there for that. But yes, exciting news, and I want to thank David Alter so much for bringing me on and having me as a contributor with the Hockey News Toronto and Sports Illustrated. And as always, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoy it, subscribe. We're at 1,800 subscribers, 200 more to 2,000. So if you do enjoy the video, hit the subscription button down below. So yesterday we talked about the Ryan Reaves deal, but today we're going to talk about the Maple Leafs signing John Klingberg to a one-year, $4.15 million deal. Now, if you do remember, Maple Leafs GM Brad Treliving said that he wanted to add another defenseman, and it looks like Klingberg is this guy. They get him at a little bit of an expensive price. I'd say a one-year deal at that much money is interesting, especially for the age he is at 31 years old. But at the end of the day, too, it's not a horrible contract for Toronto. From Jay Fresh, John Klingberg, signed by Toronto, is a pure, and I mean pure, offensive defenseman. He has really special puck-moving skill, but good lord, he has been an utter catastrophe defensively. You look at these numbers, and yes, the defense isn't good. The offense is really good, but you look a few years back, he was a really good defender as much as he was good at offense, and he was up for the Norris. So, I mean, it's a weird signing because it's a lot of money, but he is also a right shot, and he could play on the second pairing for Toronto. It's again, not horrible. It's not the best. He's a good puck mover. He'll get the puck up the ice. He'll contribute on the score sheet, which is really good for Toronto. But at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see to whether or not he is a great fit or not with the Maple Leafs. Put in the comment section down below, do you think this signing of Klingberg is going to be good for the Maple Leafs, or will it hurt them defensively? Let me know. After Klingberg, there are a number of other signings the Maple Leafs have made, including entry-level deals to goaltender Arthur Akhtiamov as well as Marshall Rafai. Now, Akhtiamov is a 21-year-old goaltender. He played last season in the VHL. He had a 20-12-6 record with a .943 save percentage. It was the highest save percentage in the league, and Akhtiamov won Goaltender of the Month twice, both in November and in December. Akhtiamov's deal is a 3-year, 2-way contract carrying an AAV of $851,667. Rafai signed a 2-year, 2-way entry-level deal with the Maple Leafs that carries an AAV of $775,000. Now, I got to really watch Rafai up close and personal this past year with the Marlies. He was an interesting guy, especially at the beginning of the season. He's a really good skater coming out of Harvard University last year. He is a really good defensive player as well. He's one guy who has a lot of grit. He has a lot of fight. Sort of reminds you of Travis Dermott a little bit. And it's really positive to see him get an NHL deal. I know Noel Hoffenmeyer signed elsewhere, Mac Hollowell signed elsewhere, a few other players, Mark Johnstone as well, who signed with the Pittsburgh Penguins, a great guy and a great person with the Toronto Marlies, who was on an AHL deal and played with the Newfoundland Growlers, the Toronto Marlies, and now is in the NHL, which is great to see. But Marshall Rafai looks like he could eventually get to the NHL after going from Harvard to the AHL with the Marlies and now signing an entry-level deal with the Maple Leafs. Now, the other two players are William Lagesson and Max Lajoie. Lagesson, 27 years old, 32 points in 65 games with the Chicago Wolves in the AHL last season. I mean, this is more of a depth signing. He's coming in a 1-year, 2-way deal worth $775K. This one is likely going to come down to the Marlies. He's likely going to play there if he is to clear waivers. And this is likely just a depth signing for Toronto, as well as Lajoie, who's 25 years of age. He also played for the Chicago Wolves last season, scoring 45 points in 63 games. Both of these guys are putting up pretty good points as defensemen in the AHL. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do with the Marlies, what they can do with the Maple Leafs. Lajoie's deal is also a 1-year, 2-way contract worth $775K. So you get Lajoie, you get Lagesson, who are both going to be interesting defensemen for the Marlies, as well as Marshall Rafai, who is the same age as Lajoie, and Lagesson's 27. And then you get Arthur Akhtiamov, who will be a goaltender that will be interesting for Toronto. I'm not sure whether or not he will be playing in Toronto next year or he'll go back to Russia. I think I've seen reports that he'll be going back to Russia for 1 more year, but these are some interesting signings, and to me, one of the most interesting is Marshall Rafai, and again, Akhtiamov, who could be a good goaltender down the line for the Maple Leafs. But there's more. There is always more. The rumor mill has come, and there could be some more signings. Actually, the signing came just as I was editing this video. Tyler Bertuzzi is joining the Leafs on a 1-year contract worth $5.5 million as an annual average value. And more from Puckpedia, the Leafs signed 28-year-old UFA forward Tyler Bertuzzi to a 1-year, $5.5 million cap hit deal. The salary is $775K, while the signing bonus is $4.725 million. He'll also have a no-move clause. Now, this is a good signing for Toronto. This one was obviously rumored for the last day or so, with the Maple Leafs not really doing stuff on the first day of free agency. This guy will bring a lot of interesting grit to the lineup. He'll be able to play in their top 6, which is going to be very valuable for the Maple Leafs, who really haven't had guys who can score in the top 6 at left wing. He only had 8 goals last year with the Red Wings and Bruins, but the year before that, he was a 30-goal scorer in 68 games. He had 62 points in those 68 games, so this is going to be an effective winger for the Maple Leafs, and if he can find himself the way he played in the 2021-22 season, this could be a really valuable signing for Toronto. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think this is a valuable signing for the Maple Leafs? Do you think it's a good one at the price tag it is? Put it in the comment section. To me, I think it's a good signing for the value. It's not an expensive deal. It's a 1-year deal at $5.5 million. It's not going over the top for a guy like Tyler Bertuzzi. Again, he only scored 8 goals last season, and this is a show-me deal for Bertuzzi. If he really plays well and helps the Maple Leafs a lot, he could go a long way into the future with this signing and this another contract. And he's 28 years old. He's right in his prime. So it'll be interesting to see what he does and how he can help the Maple Leafs next season. Now, there's also this tweet from Chris Johnston on July 1st saying that the Leafs are among the teams still showing interest in forward Max Domi as we get late into day 1 of NHL free agency. As of right now, as I'm talking to you in this camera, Max Domi is not signed. And if he goes to the Maple Leafs, this could be another forward that really boosts Toronto in terms of scoring, in terms of just a depth, because at the end of the day, the Maple Leafs need depth scoring. They didn't really get it in signing Reeves or David Kampf. They get it in Tyler Bertuzzi, although he's not really a depth guy. He's a guy who could possibly score when players like Matthews, Tavares, Marner, and Nylander aren't doing so. So Bertuzzi's a good guy. You could get Max Domi here. That's going to be interesting, and it's going to be really fascinating to see what happens in the days to come. But yeah, Max Domi rumored to possibly go to the Maple Leafs soon. But as we know, Tyler Bertuzzi signs a 1-year, $5.5 million deal with the Maple Leafs. But yeah, that is going to be where I end off today's video. If you did enjoy the signings and you liked free agency or you didn't like free agency, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of the entry-level contracts and the minor league scene-like contracts. Put that in the comment section down below as well. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, subscribe. This is a fun time to be a hockey fan, to be someone working in hockey, whether it be media or within a team. So there'll be a lot more videos to come. Let me know as well, do you want to see any videos from development camp? Put that in the comment section down below if you do make it this far. And again, if you do enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe to hit 2,000 subscribers very soon. So again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.